All right. I know this is a little bit of a different video. My room's a little bit different. A lot of things have changed, and yeah, I know I'm not wearing a shirt because I just woke up. There's something I really wanted to just get off my chest, and a lot of people know about that, and not, some people don't. The reason why my name is Lauren Miller on my YouTube channel is because hold on. I'm actually transgender, obviously male to female. Um, I've had people tell me it was a phase. I've had people tell me it was just like you don't know who you are and like all this other stuff. And I mean, it's just it kind of hurts because it just I don't like people telling me like I'm one of those stubborn people that's like I refuse to let people tell me what I can and can't do with my life because it's like at this time or at this point in my life I've literally been like beaten up several times. I was actually just recently in the hospital because I felt my parents weren't listening to me. When I mean my parents, I don't really mean like my dad. My dad's got multiple sclerosis, and he doesn't really he, they tell him he doesn't really have much of a say in what happened in life, and it's kind of stupid. My life is that ignore my hair too because I tried to cut it after I got out of the hospital. I tried to do it with my razor, and it sucks. Um, like when I got home, well, I mean, I was homeless on the streets for about a day, like a good solid day. When I got out of the hospital, no one had actually told my I'm just gonna use air quotes family because it's just like at this point I don't consider anyone in this house besides my dad who's slowly losing his mind anyone family. I'll get into that in a little bit later, but after I was in the hospital they had basically put me in they dropped me off at a homeless shelter in Chicago and I tried to walk home. I don't have all the videos because for some reason I was stupid and I tried to delete them because I wanted to make more space on my phone for stuff. But like I tried to make like I was literally making like vlogs and like checkpoints and like you could literally see me get like worse and worse. Like when I first got out of the or the in the fucking place when I got out of the hospital and I was in a homeless shelter, I had to make two phone calls and I was trying to call my parents to come get me. I'm gonna call them parents just for now. The only parent I really consider a parent is my dad. I was also adopted as well, and that's not a story for this though. But my mom's basically like, "Oh, I saved your life. Oh, you could have been this. You could have been that." I literally had all odds against me, and I literally beat every single one of them. I was the kind of person that was like, my whole childhood life, I was beaten up and just picked on and everything. And eventually, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna let people treat me like this anymore. But anyways, back to the so I was homeless for a day. I was actually homeless. Like I, my mom, I'm gonna call her my mom just for now. She didn't answer, and my dad didn't answer either. It all went to voicemail, and I left a disheartening voicemail to both of them. I said, I said I'm here in this homeless shelter. I said, I'm probably going to die tonight. I said I don't know where I am. I'm in Chicago, and it's kind of like a little bit shady places, like one of the more shady places in Chicago, where it's like a lot of just people that I mean, I'm a white kid in an African American neighborhood, like literally, like so I was just like I'm gonna die. Just let everyone know that I'm sorry about everything, and if you don't hear from me the next morning, just know that I'm sorry about everything. So yeah, like I literally was homeless for a day. I was able to sell some of the clothes off my back, like literally, to get this phone. It's literally a Blue View 2. It was $30. Well, I didn't sell it. Like I gave people the clothes in my suitcase, and they gave me money, and eventually I bought a phone, and I was like determined to walk 12 hours home, and it made me realize something. I was at the point where it was like many times in my life where I was like, I don't know who I am. I was never, I was indecisive about a lot of things. And it's just like this whole time I've been telling people I'm trans, male to female, and it's just like I have a boyfriend, um, and it's just like we love each other and everything, and it gets a little bit complicated when it comes to more like let's go ahead and say it, like more sexual things, because he's actually more attracted to females in real life. And my profile picture, obviously, it's a German Shepherd, because yes, I am a part of that quote unquote evil furry fandom or whatever. Um, but at this point in my life, I'm just like, I just want people to know, like, once and for all, that like I am trans. I actually know who I am now. I went with the name Lauren because it was stupid. I went through a couple names. It was Vesper. It was Lauren. It was just a bunch of other names, whatever. Um, but I actually like. I feel like I know who I am now, and it's like at this point, it's like because when I got back from the hospital, it really made me think, because everything in my entire like this whole room, I'd show you it, but like it's a fucking mess right now. I had to save a lot of my shit from being thrown out because everything in my entire room was gone. My guitar amp was gone. I had broken my only guitar. I had broken my phone, which they saved out of everything they could have saved. They saved my fucking broken phone, which, believe it or not, is fixable. And I'm going to make a point that I can fix anything. It really made me think, like, I, and I shouldn't have to say this, but the mom that I live with, I basically want to cut all ties with her because she literally threw my life in the trash and then was telling me to be happy. And it's just like, be happy with what? I don't have anything. My life was really hard growing up. I was bullied, like I said, I was beaten up and all this stuff. And I was literally almost murdered in the hospital. Like, so many people had an issue with me. But yeah, I was in the hospital like 2 weeks ago. And it just sucked because it's just like, I thought maybe I thought maybe like I would live on the streets, whatever, and like I'd be like I thought I would like I don't know. There were so many different things I could have done, I could have been while I was on the streets, whatever. Um, people offered me drugs, they offered me sex, they offered me everything, and I'm just like no, because I had that stupid phone that I bought, and I had put in the GPS coordinates to my house. I was gonna walk 12 hours to my house. I literally said to everyone, I said I'm walking home, and they're like, oh okay, and I'm like, yep. I said it's a 12-hour walk home, and a lot of them were like, damn, that's a lot, that's a long walk, and I was like, yeah, because I'm going home. And then I got here, and it's just like it's almost like everyone forgot about me, literally, not like friend wise. And that's the thing. All the friends that I have are still my friends, and they've always been my friends, and they're my family. The little friends I have on my phone and everything, they're my family. No one here except for my dad is. Um, and that's really hard to say because it's like I shouldn't have to feel that way about anything. But literally coming back to this house and seeing my whole life thrown away, my computer was thrown away, my monitor, my all my little fuck. I have plushies. I love these things because they're soft and they're literally the only thing that make me happy. I had no guitar. I had nothing. And then I go to my fucking music store one day and I tell my friend I'm actually not dressed, so that's kind of why I'm not really trying to show any part of me. Um, I went to my music store and I said, "Hey, like I don't have anything." It's like, I had gotten my Squire back from one of my neighbors who was gonna sell it because he does this eBay thing, and eventually my neighbor was just like, "Hey, I can't do this eBay thing anymore. I just have too much stuff going on. Do you want your stuff back?" And he gave me all the stuff that I had tried to sell him back. He gave me the Squire back that I had that was a gift from a friend, and it was a gift from one of my old high school friends that was very sentimental to me. And so I go give the Squire to my friend at the music store, and I said, "Hey, I won't see you for a long time. Like I said, I'm just gonna say mom in this video, but after that, it's not really a thing. My mom um, threw all my stuff away. She thinks I'm not safe here because I would suffer in silence basically a lot. And she's like, she doesn't feel like I'm safe here. I'm giving you this Squire. It was a sentimental gift to me from one of my friends. I want you to have it. I want it to stay here. And he's like, well, you need a guitar, don't you? And I was like, well, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. And he's just like, well, here, let me give you something. And out of all the guitars, well, he let me choose from a couple. And I ended up with this. It's this Kramer Striker 600 ST that I had at another point in my life. And I don't want to say we traded for it because that was a really unfair trade because that Squire wasn't worth shit. It was sentimental to me, but he gave me this Kramer, which is worth a hell of a lot more than that. And it's just like, that's literally the hope. That's like, okay, I know who I am. None of these people here do. Basically, I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I really wanted to update people. Like, I was homeless for a while, and then I didn't, I'm this girl who doesn't know where the fuck she is, and I call myself a big dumb dog, that's another thing, but it's just like, it made me realize who I was. I'm female, through and through, and I don't need, it doesn't matter if you throw my life in the garbage, because I'm going to get stuff back either way. A dog always knows their way home. And regardless of everything that I was put through, I grabbed a phone, got the coordinates to my house, and I was going to walk home. I ended up going in the emergency room. I had an IV in my arm, and I had to go through 8 bags of IV fluid because I was so dehydrated, and I was rationalizing like a fucking 6-inch Subway sandwich, trying to rationalize it and say, hey, I need to save this. Like, I need to, like, my phone's gonna die at this point. I need to get somewhere at this point. I was really, really thinking. And it's just like, and when I came home, the dog that's on the bed over there, his name is Winston. He's literally my dog. I mean, he was the only one that really missed me. Like, he was at the basement door the whole time I was gone and was just whining and crying because he missed me so much. And I know I keep staring at myself in the camera reflection, because I'm using my front camera on a stupid ass iPhone SE. It's the 2017 model. This thing shoots in 4K, and it's just like I'm using this stupid ass phone in 2020, or 2022. My bad. But yeah, um, I'm trans. I'm a female. But the thing is, I don't know if I want to actually physically put my body through that because I feel like I'll break ties with the people that I care about. And that one of them being my dad here. He's like, "Oh, you're my son. You'll always be my son." And it's just like, but I mean, I've told you, I'm a girl. I'm a female. I'm your daughter. And I'm a good girl. And I always say I'm a good girl. And I do what good girls do. And it's just like, my dad just like, no, but you're my son. Who's this Lauren Miller you keep talking about? Lauren, like I said, was just a name I came up with. Miller, or Grace, which would be my middle name, is short for Gracie, and there's actually a picture of Gracie right up there. It's the golden retriever that Walter Miller, one of my best friends, had. And he's the reason that he gave my life purpose, basically. If it wasn't for him when I was little, I literally wouldn't be anywhere. And I gotta thank my friend Misha Russell, Johnny Fowler, Briar Bargmeyer, and like every single one of my little friends. And Christopher, I don't know what the fuck is, I can't remember what his last name is. And Decay Orcus for literally, Decay Orcus helped me get my German Shepherd OC that I like, and it's just like, I've had really bad problems with a lot of artists and everything. Like, I have a lot of people that hate me and a lot of people that like me. I just had a lot of stupid shit happen with artists and everything, and it's just like, Decay Orcus kind of, I was really nervous to commission her, and she's actually from Russia, and she's just like this sweet person. She's like super sweet and everything. And then like she drew my persona, and it's just like I was tempted to get rid of the character because it's like I go through shit. I was so indecisive and stuff. Like I didn't know what my favorite color was. I didn't know what my favorite movie was. I didn't know and blah blah blah. And I was always changing stuff. But after she drew a couple art images of my German Shepherd, I'm just like, all right, this is my yeah. I'm sleeping on a fucking air mattress, and yeah, it makes noises, whatever. Um, Once the K Orcas finished my persona, I really was like, all right, this is my persona. This is what it is. And then the whole dysphoria, this whole quote unquote dysphoria, whatever that's coming with this whole trans thing, and it's just like I shouldn't have to be afraid to transition fully and be who I really am, just to be afraid that I'm gonna cut ties with people because it's just like if they're going to cut ties with me because of what I change about myself, then were they really there for me in the first place? I mean, I was one of those people that's like, you can throw me away, you can beat me up and do whatever, but you just call my name and I'll come back and I'll defend the fuck out of you. I mean, I'm so stubborn, I'll bitch the fuck out of somebody until my vocal cords are bleeding and it just like my lungs give out. Because I don't tolerate assholes. I never, I never did, I never wanted to, and I admit I myself was an asshole a few times, or a lot of times. But I mean, at this point in my life, I feel like I need to give an update. Um, but yeah, that's me. I'm trans. I'm female. I'm a girl, and that's what I need to accept because that's what it's been my whole life. And everyone's always telling me, "Oh, you're just in a phase. You're just in a phase," and that's another reason why I don't really like my mom here because she's like, "Oh, it's a phase. You don't know who you actually are," and it's just like. She's like, "Oh, I know you better than you know yourself," and I said, "Well, that if that were true, then where the fuck were you when I needed you the most? You were out with your friends, out doing your job, you're a full time nurse, and I gotta make this video quick because I mean she's gonna like try to wake me up or whatever. Because I mean I don't even know what time it is. It's 10:40, so whatever. I'll just keep going. But it's like at this point, I know who I am. I know what I am, and I'm not gonna give a fuck about what other people think. Um, it's just I've gone through so much abuse through my life. I was sexually assaulted a few years ago. Like I was raped. I'm just gonna say I was raped by 10 people, and it was just an unfair advantage because the when I went to the cops about it, and they tried to go to the court, they're just like, "Oh, we don't have enough evidence." What the fuck? They were just playing this round robin thing, and they're just like everyone knew that they were lying, and then I had people threaten me. I've had so many people threaten me in my life, and it's just like I don't know. It's like I really don't give a shit anymore. But like I said, I'm not gonna give. I don't give in to people's shit anymore. I don't care. It's like I don't. That's not who I am anymore. I'm not anyone's bitch. I mean, I'm not. But in the bedroom, that's a little bit of a different story. But I mean, just whatever. That aside, I'm not going to give in to people's shit anymore. I don't fucking care what happens. I do not give a fuck. And it's like I'm just going to live my life. I'm going to be who I am, and I don't care. I really don't care who leaves me and who stays. Because those who I care about will stay, and those who don't really who were never there for me, they will leave. I've had people call me cringy and retarded and all that stuff, but I've always proven everyone wrong. It's like you tell me I can't do something, and I'll say fucking watch me, and I'll do it. And then they're like stunned. They're like, "How do you do that?" It's like I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I don't know. I'm not fucking stupid. I'll do what I have to get by in my life. But I feel like you guys need to know what's going on. Like, this room is not anywhere near what it used to be. This house is not what it used to be. This house is full of lies. And my mom thinks I'm not safe here, so she's going to literally put me in a fucking home. And then eventually I'm going to get an apartment. And then once I have two phones. And once this number, the number on the phone that I'm using right now, once this number's gone, that's it. I'm not turning it back on. I'm going to use my other phone number, and it's going to be under a different name, and it's going to be a whole different thing. I'm going to try to work on voice training once I'm out of here. I'm going to dye my hair once I'm out of here. I'm going to um, try to get a haircut, try to just live my life the way I want it. I want to, because it's like I shouldn't have to. I'm 25. and I live with my parents still. At this point, it's like, yeah, I've had so much shit thrown my way, but I mean, it's time for me to live my life the way I should. It's time for me to live my real life. And it's just like, whether people want to come and go, that's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm used to it. It doesn't matter to me anymore. But, yeah, that's just what it is. And I just wanted to update everyone. I am okay. I mean, it's a last ditch effort to get my mom to listen that I say I want to kill myself, but I actually don't. The one time I actually did was when I was in high school and I was digging pencils into my arms to the point like it was like growing pus and just getting really nasty, but none of them actually healed. I mean, um, none of them actually scarred because those scars were never meant to be there in the first place, so that's why they never came. I have scars on my pelvic area. I have scars on my chest. There's one right here. You can't really see it right there. But those are scars that meant to say, hey, you were meant to live. The scars of me hurting myself are not there because they were never supposed to be there. I don't know. I don't really believe in a god or believe in like in a higher power, but I do believe there's something out there watching me. And it's just like I've almost died so many times and I've always done so many stupid shit, but I'm still here. I'm still here to this day. And it's like I'm happy to be here. Despite all the bullshit I've been through, despite every stupid thing that's ever happened, I'm happy to be here and I'm happy with who I am. But right now, I need to take care of myself. I don't know when I'll make another video. I don't know when I'll be up and like willing to like try to play guitar again or anything. I mean, this guitar has just been sleeping with me all day or all night and everything. And it's like at this point, I don't know when I'll be ready to make more videos or ready to like fully move on. Because I mean, once I leave, I cannot take Winston with me, and that's heartbreaking because it's like, despite me calling him a quote unquote retard, because he's literally he's stupid. He literally does stupid shit. He'll go bury his ball and then go whine at you to go find it, or like he'll get it stuck under the couch and want you to go get it, and he'll put it back under the couch. But I mean, he's a dog. He just does stupid shit because dogs are stupid. And dogs are very smart, and Winston's very smart. And he knew that once I left, that I might not come back. He's been returned 10 times. When he was before we got him, he was returned 10 times. And it's like Winston tried to latch onto my mom when he was with my sisters. He ate. Like I said, I'm calling them what they are in this house, and once I'm out of this house, it's a different story. But he would go with my sisters. He would eat their couch. He would like get really. He was a really like quote unquote bad dog. But every dog I've ever loved, and despite me doing some stupid shit in my life when I was little, they've always forgiven me for everything, and I don't know why. My dogs have always loved me for who I was, and I love them for who they are. But it just breaks my heart that I can't bring Winston with me because, I mean, despite him being a little dummy, little chonky boy. I call him and I the chonky boys. That's chonky boy BOIZ, chonky boys. He's literally me as a red healer, and it's just like I'm gonna miss him a lot. And there's things in this house that, despite everything, I'm going to miss. But I mean, it's time for me to move on with my life. It's time for me to be who I am, and I'm scared because it's like I never been without guidance. I've always had my mom with me and everywhere, and it's just like now it's time for me to do things by myself, and I get nervous. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I get lost. I mean, when I was in the homeless shelter, I literally fought with this stupid rent-a-cop there because he said I could only make 2 phone calls. And then when I asked him what I was supposed to do, he's like, "Oh, I don't know. Go find another phone. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I don't know. Just go somewhere." Like literally, all I could think of was to go home, and then I was like, obviously my legs gave out, and I talked with a stranger who wanted weed from me, but he let me use his phone, and then that's how I ended up back here. Without him, I would have not gotten anywhere. I wouldn't have gotten the strength I needed to gain my sense of purpose. everyone that I've ever met, despite them being jerks, despite them being friendly, everyone, they've all had an influence in my life. And I love every single person that's ever been nice to me. And I can't really say I wish I had never met the people that I hated. Because without them, I wouldn't have learned lessons. And without those lessons, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Yes, I could have turned my life around in high school if I had really given a shit and I had actually focused on school instead of saying, fuck this, I want to fit in, I want to be like everyone else. But I mean, I can't really fault anyone because it's like, despite anything, if people ask me if I could go, my favorite movie is Lady and the Tramp. My favorite color is purple. It's like a dark violet purple. And it's like, if I hadn't done any of the shit that I have, I would not have been here. I wouldn't have, I don't know. I don't know where I would have been if I hadn't met anyone. So, like I said, I can't really fault the people that have done me wrong because it's like without them, I wouldn't have learned those lessons and never and like been like, oh, I don't want to be around these people. I don't like these people. I don't like this. I gave myself my knowledge of what I do or what I can do. I always have. I always been one to listen, and I always will be. You can literally sit and talk my ear off, and I will listen. And if you tell me never to say anything, I've got so many secrets hidden in the back of my mind that would ruin people's careers, ruin them as a person, and I don't tell anyone because that's not who I am. You tell me something and you tell me to keep it a secret, and I will. But I don't know. Like I said, this video is getting all over the place, and it's kind of like getting to be almost a half an hour long. But basically, like I said, it's time for me to move on with my life, and I'm scared. And I just want to know that people are going to be with me through every step of the way. Because I know that once I'm alone again, I'm just gonna suffer in silence, and then no one will hear me. And then it'll be that point where I relate to a lot of music, I relate to a lot of video games, especially Kingdom Hearts. I know a lot of quotes in there that are like literally what I live by. A lot of heavy metal music with the sad lyrics, and it's just like, oh, like killing people and then just like killing themselves and like all this stupid shit. And it's like, I've been there. I know what they all feel because I've been there. I've been down to the depths of darkness, and I've been up there with the highest of lights. But I mean, um, I am who I am, and that's what it is. And I'm moving on, and I need to accept that I have to move on. And like I said, I just want to know that people are going to be here for me. Um, but I mean, I would like to give a little shout out to a couple of people. They're on my Telegram. I have other people on my Discord as well, but I can't really get to my Discord right now because I don't have access to the email. But I would like to thank my friends, and these are some of them, but not all of them. Zitters, Cyrus, my friend Shiny Eevee, Draggy, Nibri, T, Yem, Seo, Briar, Huggable Werewolf. Sorry. Um, I don't really know how to say this name. They use a different name on their Telegram than they use for Affinity. Decay Orcus, and let's see, I know some other people. Coralie, well, Veprin, oh geez, her girlfriend or wife. I don't know if they're dating right now. I can't think of what their name is off the top of my head, but I know all the friends that I have on my Telegram and Discord. But and like the other people, let's see if there's any of my contacts I didn't really think of. My friend Brendan, Let's see. I got a lot of people. Dan Walker. Um, Scott from Fat Cat Custom Guitars, because you're literally saving my guitar, the one that broke. Sorry, I just got something wrong. Gary, my friend from the other hospital. Gene Park, George, my neighbor Greg, James Sargent, Jay Rasmussen, Jay Wicks, my uncle Jay Wicks, um, Kayla Homefeld, Sarah Kolb, Milo Novak, um, my friend Mario, Mark Sawinski, Mary Miller, Matt Tanner, Misha Russell, like I said, Mindy Miller, Monica Miller, all the Miller family, Pablo from Sweetwater, um, Sean Tucker, my cousin Sean, Steve Mills, Stephen Wilcox, Tyler Frazier, and Walter Miller, Gracie, that Golden Retriever, Molly the Golden Retriever, Christy Jones, a lot of Linda Hensel, Leanne Stanton, Laurel, and Katie from SST. My Aunt Debbie, my Uncle Greg, my Uncle John, who passed away,